next on the cards is Gavekal, UBB Gavekal, against CRFA Gladiators.
Versus CRFA Gladiators.
So Gavekal team did remarkably well recently. They managed to recruit some of the Fijian players that weren't named in the 12-man squad for their international team that's going to be playing on the Friday, Saturday and Sunday over at the stadium. So the team is very strong, made up of players from Bordeaux, as well as Fijian international sevens players.
So then, what is the reasoning for that? So these players that come out from the Bordeaux, would they be, what would they be doing? With standing in for the sevens players that, on the circuit, or?
Yes, so the Bordeaux team, they would have brought a number of players out here and possibly utilised the increasing French expat community growing in Hong Kong. Positive or negative, jury remains out on that. But they were able to secure, so the international teams that play at the sevens tournament will bring squads of 17 plus players out, but they're only allowed to name 12 players at that tournament. So the remaining players, technically professional athletes still, the coaches, international squads still want them to play at this high-level competition, ready to fill in at a moment's notice. So they look to utilise the Hong Kong 10s for that. It's still a very competitive tournament. It's up there with the sevens tournaments of the world. It's the best 10s competition in the world. So, you know, for them, it's important that the guys aren't named in the international squads. Still run out there, they're still able to play competitive rugby and still keep them growing and developing. So when they do get called up to the international duties.
And it's kicked off. Gavekal on the defense now. We have Gavekal, sorry, on the attack. Excuse me. Oh, and they're quickly in for the first try of the game.
So that's Samu Bale from one of the Fijian players we were talking about earlier. Great try for them. You can see the Gavekal team were actually seeded 11th, and then obviously have recruited quite heavily. That should put them up through the seeds. Realistically, certainly one to watch in this competition already, with a surprise win earlier in the day as well against the number 2 seeds.
Right, correct.
And the Gladiators, a team from China, very strong sevens element in there, looking to develop the game. And again, it's an opportunity for them to develop and grow more Chinese homegrown players to help their national squad grow and develop as rugby develops in China.
In China, yes. So they do have the ball. Chinese, the Gladiators, have the ball. Now it's been knocked on, so it's a turnover to the Gavekal.
So no, the Gladiators itself, there's yet to be a Chinese team to win any silverware at the GFI Hong Kong 10s. I know they're hoping to be the first. This is the second year at the tournament. They're looking to improve all the time, and this will be a big for them, big achievement for them. You know, certainly they're not going to win the cup on this occasion, but you know, the opportunity for the plate or bowl certainly could be strong contenders in that area.
Well, actually, playing on the international scene, we all know that it's important for any team that are coming through in the international arena that they have to play at the highest level ever to keep their players streetwise to that level, to that sort of standard. So even if it's outside their level, it's still worth it.
Speaking about playing internationally, I seem to recall a fantastic picture of you playing. I saw a picture of you playing sevens against some big names somewhere. I see the smile to your face so that you.
It was a while ago. Let's say a while ago. We'll move steadily along from there. I must admit, I did enjoy my rugby. I was very lucky to be involved, but yeah, it was some time ago.
Pictures are are everlasting.
Pretty everlasting.
Yeah. Think of the grandkids.
But the knees aren't.
So another try there for UBB Gavekal, forcing their way over the line.
That's just strength and size, isn't it? Just doing that.
Certainly is. That was Karate Williams, a New Zealand native, plays here regularly in Hong Kong for Valley.
He's got the kick.
Great conversion right there on the touchline.
Flags have gone up.
So he wasn't giving offensive gestures to his teammates, he was just telling them where he's going to kick the ball. Again, a very important part of this game. You can see almost in the way that the Gladiators play, it is more of a 7 style, looking to spin the ball out, create a bit of opportunity and rely on their fancy footwork and pace, not the physicality that maybe the other teams kind of demonstrating in this. And I think that's just where they're lacking at the moment, but certainly, you know, very exciting team to watch, because when they do get a little bit of space, they're a fantastic team to entertain the crowds.
Correct, yeah. Well, as I say, with a lot of the other teams, they are looking for a little bit of contact, because they've probably got those bulky big players in the middle to take it up. So
definitely just that old thing that we coach all the kids, you know, run at the never run at the tree trunk, run at the branches, and you know, they hit at a bit of a pace. They should be able to get through, and they've got the speed to score the tries.
That was the handoff, and
so try there for Joshua VC from Fiji. Great try, fed the tackle of the hand, used that to bounce off his chest or face and get in and get the try.
Initially not a great pass, but he made the most of it, spinning around, and as you said, that handoff was enough to get him that line break.
See, that's some of the problems that you face in this. You've got to try and take the man high to engulf the ball and the player, but then there's a strong possibility that you get a hand like that and it pushes you back, and you're limited in what you can do. It just shows the maturity, I think, of the players, and know when you take someone high, when you take someone low. Possibly in that circumstance, because it wasn't a great ball that player got fed, take him low, just put the ball down, try and slow it rather than take man and ball as well. The ball didn't go quite the 10 yards, so free kick there on the halfway line now to the Gladiators. Currently the score is 21 to UBB Gavekal and 0 to the Gladiators.
So no clear release there, but a big tackle on the Gladiator player.
Again, another one you hear that kind of slapping sounds when they make contact. There've been some fantastic hits today, big hits, very physical play.
And this is the only start. This is the start of the competition. We're going to wait till we're going to see some bigger and better hits as the tournament goes on.
I always find it interesting when you start getting into day 2 of the tournament. Everyone goes into the cup, the plate, the bowl, the shield, etc. How the game just seems to kind of amplify in terms of physicality, speed, skill. It just seems like a completely different tournament from day 1 to day 2.
Well, as we said before with the other boys, was there. It's probably a lot down to teams coming together that haven't been together, and obviously playing 3 or 4 games will allow them to gel.
There was a great steal there by UBB Gavekal. Rip the ball out off the player in contact. Great strength displayed there. Again, I believe it was a knock-on following that to a scrum to the Gladiators just inside their own half. Ooh, that could have been a nasty one there.
I held my breath for a moment. I was waiting for that big slap again, but
starting to see the speed there. Great opportunity now.
Oh, and there's some good support here, so we can see it could be the first try.
Oh,
And we could.
oh, good support run. Great.
Well done. That was a well orchestrated move.
Great try there by Liu Zhongqi.
And they do have the pace to get them back in this game. It's just whether they can hold off these the big boys here in the Gavekal team.
So it looks like he hurt himself on that. It's sort of that old kind of ankle tap when you get the break. Oh, horribly put down on that.
Unfortunately, that's a leg breaker or a hamstring tear. But
youth is on their side, so it should be okay.
Pardon?
Youth is on their side.
Youth is on their side. The hamstrings that bounce back.
You can see he's limping there now.
Yeah.
On the field, the try scorer.
Nice try. I had to tell him that, but he's going to be pulling those ball bearings out of his ears and nose for the next week.
Oh yes.
And probably a sandwich at lunch.
So that brings the scores to 21 points to 7 in favour of UBB Gavekal. Great step there, show and go there.
Very quickly then, but
great response.
But left the door open. So
wheels on the referee there, mind. He covered some ground.
I think he might be looking for a game, to be honest.
Yeah. A game I think he's going to be called up to international duties. Fantastic try. Here we see the try again. Spotted the gap. Fantastic. Drew the player in then, beat the 2-on-1 situation. Feeding it off to his teammates. Easy try into the post. With the referee coming up quickly.
Quickly done.
Half-time score, UBB Gavekal 28. CRFA Gladiators.
So that only brings us to the end of the first half. Been fantastic, exciting half. Plenty of tries there. 28 points to 7 in favour of UBB Gavekal. Sorry, 26 points to 7. Gavekal looking very strong. Definitely the surprising team of the tournament so far. Certainly they've come together very well, and we'll be building on this now. You're already with their shock win of one of the highest seeded teams in this competition. We'll be looking to build on that now and go into the main cup competition tomorrow. With the Gladiators, you know, they scored a fantastic try there. Just gave an example of what they can do as soon as they get on the front foot. See a little bit of space. They've got the pace, skills and wheels to score. I think they'll be looking at creating a little bit more of an opportunity in there, just back themselves a little bit more, try and create that space to get the overlaps. I think defensively they're going to struggle against a team such as the Gavekal, but they'll just try and put some points on the board and build up on this, ready for tomorrow, the knockout stages. So the Gladiators is going to take the kick-off.
Second half just about to kick off.
And kick to Gavekal. And again now you're starting to see the light fade, the lights come on down here at the GFI Hong Kong 10s. Thank you to everyone that's watching in the office, including UTATs. All the people across the world, Guatemala, LA, UK, Europe, New Zealand, Fiji, everywhere. Hope you're enjoying the game so far. Been a fantastic day and fantastic rugby. So again, now you're seeing the Gladiators there, just looking to put a pace on the ball. Unfortunately, slight handling error. I think he was looking at where the players were rather than catching the ball. Easily done. And again, this Gavekal, you give them a yard, a bit of an opportunity, and they capitalise it on it every time.
That's a great
try there by Lamiki.
Yep, after a little mistake there for the knock-on, but looked like a certain try there for the Gladiators, but knock on the last minute, and then
Great footworking skills there by the Mickey as well. He did that going full pelt. Giving everything he's got to still control the ball and hit her in his favour like that. Fantastic.
Could have easily kicked it over the short boundary line or the short end zone.
And the conversion was made by Samu Bale. They're bringing UBB Gavekal to 33 and the CRFA Gladiators on 7.
So the wingers coming off the wing to take some of the work rate.
The penalty there, unfortunately, number 5, not for the Gladiators, not rolling away or allowing UBB to play the ball quickly. The old show and go then by Grant Kemp.
The Gladiators are up fairly quickly, which is putting them under a bit of pressure.
Seb took the ball into contact then. Started a little bit scrappy there.
A little bit scrappy, yes.
Not playing with the same structure that they did earlier on. But I guess it's hard. You beat Gavekal 33 points to 7 now. They know they've got the game. They're just going to try and enjoy it now.
Yeah.
Whereas the Gladiators going to come back and look to run as much as they can and just get points on the board.
Yeah, I'm not sure where that penalty came from, but anyway, Gladiators got a ball, but
referee telling them just to calm it down a little bit. Must have been a little bit of niggliness happening off the ball.
Yeah, something must have happened there, yeah. Not sure what, but I'm not sure it's going to affect the game too much. So Gladiators line out on the just outside the 22.
So the players must be relieved now because his temperature's certainly come down now from what it was earlier. The pitch was starting to be cooling down. It's going to mean there's going to be a fantastic few hours now left of rugby here at the Hong Kong Football Club. Get down straight from the office if you can. Still a few hours left. Great temperature, great atmosphere, great crowd. Come down, you'll certainly enjoy it.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, you've seen the Gladiators now looking to take this ball in at pace to contact. I think maybe in the first half they were paying the Gavekal a little bit too much respect and not kind of hitting it with the venom they are now. And I guess because they had nothing to lose, they thought they'd go for it. But unfortunately, lost the ball in contact then. Give it to the big fella to truck up the field. Surprisingly offload it when it comes to contact.
Correct. The Gladiators just need to keep that ball retention, and maybe that's what they need to work on for the next couple of games. But their skill sets are pretty high, pretty good. They're passing off left and right, and good strong lines of running, good speed.
Oh, great bit of skill there off the inside. That was Glenn passing it. Glenn from Fiji passing it back off on the inside to his colleague coming in and scoring it into the post. Here we see it again. Showing the big hand, big fend off. Then popping it at the back door then to Samu Bale, who was happy to score it into the post. Creating his own conversion a bit easier.
Just Fiji, isn't it? Just Fiji.
Just the way they do. You know, not the biggest men in the world compared to the other people we see here, but they're just so strong in the hand, so strong when they're running. Just fantastic players to watch.
Balanced athletes, actually. They just say it. So Fiji just.
Yeah, whether they attack them, whether they're running, everything they do is with venom and purpose. It's just fantastic to watch.
Well, let's see if the Gladiators can come back with one more try and get something out of this. I say they've been playing fairly well. Just need to keep retaining that ball just a little bit.
Just need a little inch. You just need a little bit of space.
It's been held up
there now. It was interesting to see the Gladiators kind of stand back and not go in there and try and drive the player forward or get them to ground.
Yeah, well, I think their heads are going down slightly now, and yeah, this could be.
Okay, a bit of experience, but again, on the plus side, another great try there for UBB Gavekal. I believe that was Ron Duploy.
He's a New Zealander, scrum half.
The debut here at the
plays for Valley and
GFI
Taranaki,
10s.
supposedly.
Unfortunately, didn't make the conversion, but still a great try. Bringing the score at the moment to UB Gavekal 45 and the CRFA Gladiators on 7 points. It's a great take there by Gladiators.
I think they've got to look at the positives in this game, and
I think the lines are spot like that. There was a Gladiator player taking off the ball, typical Fiji tactics, but hang on, still got the ball.
Still returning that ball, yeah.
The player looked to hold him up that time, and then one of the Gladiators player come in and got him to the ground, so meaning that they could play the ball again.
They do remind me of a Korean side that they used to on the internationals. The style of play, the skill sets, the spinning the ball. 10, 15 metres either side, maybe 20 metres.
See Gavekal there, very strong defensive, pushed them back from the halfway line. Way back penalty now awarded to the Gladiators. Yeah, they have got very interesting. To me, it's a very 7 style of play that they've got.
Very. They seem to do well. As I say, the China have done very well at the 7s, and I've played against some big sides and done very well. So, as I say, the domestic competition might not be as strong. Is probably what they need, especially in the 10s and the 15s.
Yeah, certainly. Playing on this type of platform against this opposition certainly helps them develop and grow. It's great that we get the opportunity to host like the East African teams here and everything. Great opportunity to get them to exposure on a level that they're not always fortunate enough to play against. So,
great skill set. That was a chip and catch, and he's possibly took it down the wrong pathway, but they still retained the ball, and
I think should have backed himself a little bit more. I say pinned his ears back. He had the momentum. He should have just gone
or pulled out or changed direction. But yeah, he isolated himself slightly. But they've got the ball, and once again they've held him up.
So just over a minute left in this game. UBB Gavekal 45, the Gladiators on 7 points. Gavekal looked extremely impressive across all elements of the game. Defensively, they've kind of sat back quite a bit in the second half, but they've looked very good, very controlled. And when they have attacked, they've done it with venom, with purpose, and got the results. They've been a very strong side in this competition, and I would say that they could possibly say the ones to watch at the moment.
They think they're kind of the dark horses. We've got no background on them, but they've definitely showed a lot of promise. And
see there, great strength. Again, a big man that can move. That's Penikola Lato. From New Zealand. Again, great individual effort. Backed himself, great strength. And managed to convert his own try as well. That brings the end to the game. It's a fantastic end to game of rugby there at the GFI Hong Kong 10s. It's great to see that the Gladiators got a point on that, and so managed to cross the line, score a try and conversion, bringing the final score of the game to 52 points to 7.